Hello, good afternoon, everyone. You're all welcome to my YouTube channel. It's your girl, Funmilayo, as you all know her. To be an engineer, a motivational speaker, a singer, she's mommy, she's I don't mind me. This evening we are going to be discussing a topic which I titled, it's not a motivational talk. This afternoon it's going to be a speech, like a lecture. I want to talk about a case for resonant voice of the girl child for our sustainable and equal future. Let me repeat that topic again. A case for resonant voice of the girl child for our sustainable and equal future. Before I even delve into my main subject for today, let me appreciate all of you who have taken it upon yourself to listen to our song. It's our time. Actually, appreciate you all. I want to thank you, family, for making for accepting the song, and also for making me feel special. I feel so happy that I sang, and people listening to it. It's quite amazing. I want to appreciate you all. Today's topic, I'm going to do like a lecture. I titled it. It's a topic which I titled "A Case for Resonant Voice of the Girl Child for a Sustainable and Equal Future." I want to say that it's high time that most of us let us begin to talk about this topic, because we actually need to stop the discrimination against every girl child. Actually support the whoever has been a team who has been talking about the girl child, the rights of every girl child. I want to just put my voice today to join that voice that it is high time that we stop every discrimination against every girl child. Today's topic, which I believe after listening to it is going to bless us. I want to start by saying that who is a girl child? When you talk about a girl child, who is a girl child? A girl child is actually described as a biological female from birth to 18 years of age. Before she becomes an adult, there's a period of creche, which is between 0 to 5 years, a period of nursery, 6 to 12 years, a period of childhood, secondary school, which is 12 to 18 years, and all that. Every girl child can be described as your daughter. So if you have a daughter, you must be interested in what I'm about to talk about. Every girl child can be described as your sister. So if you have a sister, this topic actually concerns you. Every girl child can be described as your mother. If you have a mom or you are a mom, this title of this topic today, this speech, is actually it concerns you. A girl child can be described as an auntie, as a grandmother, a friend, your colleagues. Let me even shock you that a girl child is indeed you. So if you're a female or a woman listening to this, I'm actually talking about you. A girl child is a woman in a girl. A girl child is a woman in a girl, and a girl in the woman. Very interesting, right? Good. During an infancy period, through the childhood, early or late adolescence stages of development, the girl child is totally under the care of her parents, guardian, older siblings. She's very teachable during this period and develop her personalities and characters. Every girl child is dependent on the significance of others. Those on whom she models her behavior through observation, repetition, and imitation. Her physical, mental, social, spiritual, and emotional development start and progress to the peak at the young adult age. Let me innate you some qualities of a girl child. Right from the beginning of the creation, do you know that God endows every girl child with a unique value, which are locked up in our DNA? So every girl child has ability to impart, ability to multiply the qualities in her offspring, which makes her stand out. This quality includes, but they are not limited actually, to ability of self-esteem, self-worth, trustworthy, willingness to learn, ability to love, good characters, resilience, self-discipline, resourceful, work ethics, ability to stand for justice, peaceful, nurturing, dignity. Wow, all these qualities in a girl child. Very, very interesting and amazing. All these qualities that I've mentioned, they're actually locked up. They are locked up in the DNA of every girl child. And these qualities can be unlocked through right training in a fertile and enabling environment. We have a lot of great women in society today who are doing great things, who are successful in their career, and they are amazing. They just stay on their lane, they are wonderfully okay, they are doing well. I will mention just a few of them. We have a lot of them today. We have Mrs. Bamidele Abiodun, of course, the first lady of Ogun State. Mami, how are you today? We have Dr. Obiageli Ezekwesi. We have Dr. Ngozi Okoje-Iweala. We have Professor Bonanle Awe. We have, of course, myself, engineer Mrs. WaheedAdekojo. And our lives allude to these facts. What am I bringing out to say is that I am bold to tell you today that the girl child, if given proper training, if you give any girl child the proper training, oh my goodness, in an enabling environment, they have the capacity to do exploits in all spaces of life. Be it education, technology, finance, investment, creative industries, policy, politics, advocacy, engineering, than our male counterparts. If you don't allow a voice to be drowned by allowing her to have proper training and right education. I want to talk about existential challenges against our girl child. Everyone listening to me today will know that there are a lot of challenges against our girl child. In spite of all these talent qualities I've mentioned, her voice is still drowned. Her life is jeopardized. And she is impaired from showing her worth as a result of preferences to the male counterpart. I am not against the male child. Of course, I'm a mother. I have 3 boys and a girl. So I'm not against any male child. But it's just a high time for us to talking about everything about our girl child. It is very important. Like I said, I want to talk about some existential challenges against every girl child. Like I said, gender equality is first and foremost a human right. Every girl child is entitled to live in dignity and in freedom from want and from fear. And communities, and to improve prospects of our next generation. Adolescent girl child have the right to a safe and educated, healthy life. Not only during these critical formative years, but as they mature into women, if effectively supported during the adolescent years. Every girl child have the potentials to actually change the world. Yes, every girl child has the potential to change the world if given proper care and training. An investment in realizing the power of adolescent girl child uphold the rights today and promises a more equitable and a prosperous future. You have to stop. Let us end every form of discrimination against women. We need to stop every discrimination against women. I will repeat it again. We have to stop every form of discrimination against women and girls. Oh God help us. See, let me tell you this. When you end all form of, ending all form of discrimination against a woman and a child, and a girl child, it's not only a basic human right, but it's also a multiplier. It also has a multiplier effect across all other development areas. The level of discrimination against the girl child is damning. It's damning. Do you know that worldwide, nearly 1 in 4 girls aged 15 to 19 is neither employed nor in education through education training, compared compared to 1 in 10 boys of the same age. Statistically, by 2021, around 435 millions of women and girls will be living in less than $1 a day, including 47 million pushed into poverty as a result of COVID-19 pandemic. Imagine data shows that since the outbreak of COVID-19, violence against women and girls child has intensified. At least 60% of countries discriminate against daughters' right to inherit land and non-land assets in either law or practice. God help me today to deliver this, because I cannot stand any discrimination against our daughters, against every girl child, against every woman out there. Let me tell you another thing. Imagine data shows that since the outbreak of COVID-19, violence against women and girls child has intensified. At least 60% of countries discriminate against daughters' rights and inherit land assets. Women and girls child, they bear enormous hardship during and after humanitarian emergencies, especially during armed conflict. There have been several organizations advocating for women, promoting legal and political policy reforms and gender-sensitive data collection. But despite many international agreements affirming their human rights, women are still much more likely than men to be poor and illiterate. You know, the ability for women to control their own fertility is absolutely fundamental to women empowerment and equality. Don't mind my expression. I just cannot stand it. Stop every discrimination against women, against our girl child, please. When a woman can plan her family, she can plan for the rest of her life. You know, when she's healthy, when a woman is healthy, she can be more productive. She can be more productive, when her productive rights, including the rights for her to decide the numbers of children she wants to have, timing and spacing of her children, and to make decisions regarding free of discrimination, she has freedom to participate more fully and equally in the society. Poor women do more unpaid work. They work longer hours and may also accept degrading working conditions. I'm going to take that again. See, poor women do more unpaid job. They work longer hours and they may also accept some degrading working conditions during time of crisis, just to ensure that their family survives. An adolescent boy in school who learn about health and sexuality and of course sexually debased men in society, they must be taught that coercion, abuse and discrimination against girl child are totally unacceptable. And it means that it is on this note that I, Funmilayo, want to draw our attention to every girl child's fundamental rights. Every girl child must have right to life. Please, they must have rights to life. Every girl child must have right to education. Every girl child must have right to good health. Every girl child must have right to protection. Girls all over the world, they are victims of child marriage, forced pregnancy, trafficking, and sexually assault. Furthermore, it is important to highlight that domestic violence, which in many places is considered as a private matter, is most often suffered by the girl child and a woman in the family. Every girl child has rights to protection. We must protect our girl child. We say no to girls in war. See, despite what one might think, there are many girls today who joined armed group in terms of conflicts. In fact, it has been calculated that there are 30,000 girls soldiers in the world, and that over 100,000 of them are girls. Most of them enroll to this because they want food and protection. However, they are often raped and sexually abused, or they suffer other types of abuse even after conflict has ended. This will lead me to talk about the roles of our parents, roles of our guardians and government in full development of the girl child. For a viral society, our efforts should be channeled towards equal training for the girl child and her male counterparts. Equal training. The common saying is that when you educate a man, they said you educate one. But when you educate a woman, you actually educate a nation. So, the education of the girl child will be of great benefit to the government, to the parents, to every guardians. In the light of this, I want to suggest that the adoption of the following, I call them 5 P's. There are 5 plans. I actually have, there could be more than that, but I'm just trying to talk about, I just mentioned 5 plans today. In the discharge of the responsibilities of every girl child. 1, I said protecting human rights. When it comes to protecting rights, government are called on to review national legislation, practices and customs, and abolish those that discriminate against every girl child and women. Laws, policies, programs that explicitly prohibit and punish abuse must be put in place in line with the international agreement. Providing services, that is my 2nd P. When it comes to providing services, the agreement calls for strong action to improve the quality and accessibility of services, that every girl child have prompt access to services, regardless of their locations, race, age, or income. This includes healthcare services, immediate and effective, listen to me, this has to do with Nigeria, immediate and effective police responses, psychological support and counseling, legal advice and protection orders, shelters and social assistance. My number 3 P is prosecuting offenders. When it comes to prosecuting of offenders, we know that ending impunity implies that law must be enforced, right? Good. Every girl child now and woman, they must have access to the police to file any criminal report and legal. Let me say this again. Every girl child and woman, they must have access to police to file any form of criminal report and receive legal advice and protection orders. This response of abuse must be immediate every response of abuse, it must be immediate, coordinated, and effective, so that the crimes are punished and justice is secured. This is true for times of peace and conflict. There can be no lasting peace when a girl child suffers sexual abuse. See, our court and justice system, they must be accessible and responsive to criminal land matters relating to violence against girl child. Every girl child must be informed of their legal rights and supported by navigate the legal system. And for this, we need more women prosecutors. We need more women judges, because we know that women serving on the front line of justice strengthen justice for women and children. My number 4P is preventive abuse against girl child. Preventive abuse of girl child. When it comes to preventing abuse, we must address the root causes of gender inequality and discrimination. Evidence shows that where the gender gap is greater in the status of women's health, participation in the economy, education levels, and representation in politics, women are more likely to be subjected to abuse. Especially important is economic empowerment as a prevention strategy. This means that we actually need to take a long-term systemic and comprehensive approach that recognizes and protects every girl child full and equal human rights. We must promote a culture of equality between men and women through institutional and legal reformed education. My number 5P now, I call it promoting access to equality, promoting access to quality education and empowerment. The girl child needs to be educated to acquire knowledge and skills needed to advance her status for social interaction and social improvement. This will prepare her to face the reality in society and actually teaches her to be a good wife and a good mother. Her full potentials will be unlocked, and she could then become whatsoever she want to be. With education, she will break the shell of ignorance and open that of self-discovery. In conclusion, I want to say that I've been able to show you that I've shown you the girl child is violated and often suffer double discrimination from her age and gender. I also expressed the fact that she has great qualities locked up in her DNA, which can be harnessed for the development of nations. Unfortunately, her voice is drowned in the sea of gender inequality. On this day, Funmilayo is saying that we must all stand on our feet to end discrimination against our girl child by taking these pledges with me, that together we will protect every girl's human right in all circumstances. 2, together we will foster girls' capabilities in every field at all time. 3, together we will make every girl's voices heard in decision making. 4, together we will promote and harness our girls' leadership. 5, together we will unleash girls' power in all its dimensions. 6. Together, we will ensure that every girl child's full potential is realized, generation after generation. If these pledges are tenaciously executed, the subdued voices of the girl child will be loudly and clearly heard, which will gender sustainable development for all, for the society and for the nation. And we also ensure equitable future for the girl child and her male counterparts. On this note, I said, Funmilayo said no to discrimination against girl child. I said no to abuse on our girl child. And I said no to rape. Thank you very much, everybody. God bless you.